Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Yeah, I'm actually amazed that we're all friends.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill road.
Welcome everybody back to Take on the World, episode number 2.
2.0.
2.0.
2.0.
Episode 1 was
Horrible. I wouldn't listen to it.
a learning curve. I wouldn't say I wouldn't listen to it, but
It was 23% on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah. Is that good or bad?
That's great.
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes what's on Rotten Tomatoes isn't necessarily accurate.
Speaking of Rotten Tomatoes, I'd like to give a shout out to my ex-girlfriend, Natalie. We broke up today. It's been like 2 hours.
Is that your right hand or your left hand?
It's your hand. Sorry, Natalie. It's over.
Oh no! So, what we have for some strange news today?
How about that fat mini pig that got all wasted on that moonshine mash?
Oh, that's the video you sent us?
Yeah. And I guess it was in Kentucky? Some bumfuck town in Kentucky. And this guy comes over and I don't know who was more drunk, the pig or him. And he comes over and look at her. Look at her. She drunker than hell. Pig's on his back, just snorting away. I don't know. It sounded like it was dying.
Rolling down the hill?
Yeah. He goes to straighten her back out, trying to roll her back on her feet, and she takes off rolling down the hill for like 100 yards or something. Yeah, it was just funny as shit. And then he gets, oh no, there she goes. Hang on a minute.
Nothing worse than a drunk pig.
Sorry, girl. Didn't mean
Trust
to do that
me,
to you.
there isn't.
But, allegedly, it survived for all you PETA people out there. And, yeah.
You know, PETA people, like, it's like two people with a fax machine. That's what PETA is.
What was that old bumper sticker about PETA? People eating tasty animals.
People eating tasty animals, yes. That's what it was.
That's me. Speaking of tasty animals, I just had 2 chunks of a tasty animal squashed in a roll.
So, in the progress of this podcast, over time, we'll be touching on some conspiracy theories. JFK assassination.
Oh,
fake the moon landing.
My favorite.
You told me about the airport one.
The Denver Airport?
Yeah, the Denver Airport, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of conspiracy theories out there, but we're going to touch on something a little lighter today. We're going to do pop culture conspiracies. I know everybody likes a good conspiracy. I'm not a conspiracy person. There's a reason for it. But all those other things, all those in-depth ones we'll be touching on in future episodes.
There's a fine line. Some people are conspiracy nutbags, where everything's a conspiracy. And there's a healthy dosage of
Jesse the Body Ventura, everything's a conspiracy.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a little out there.
He's way out there.
But he doesn't even live in the States anymore. Didn't he move to Mexico?
I could care less.
Fucking
Irrelevant.
I mean,
his crusty ass ponytail.
I like hearing the conspiracy theories because I like blowing holes in them.
You just like blowing things.
And Johnny's made it gay.
He's not wrong.
So anyways, well, what do you got? What's your first topic you got for this?
Yeah, let's set up the most prepared individual out of all of us. AKA you.
I was a piece of crap. I did nothing for this episode.
Same girl, same.
I stole Mike's notes and
then we split them amongst
split
each
them
other.
up, and none of us have read them. This just might be the Mike show.
No, it's not. I mean, once we get talking, it's, Elvis is alive.
Yeah, he's right there. Boom, he sent us a note.
He sent us a nice autographed picture, 2020 on it.
Yeah.
So obviously still alive.
Still alive, still kicking.
But you know any of the theories behind why he would have faked his death?
No, because I mean, why would you? He's so famous at the time, and
at the height of his career. Well, he was getting fat then. So that was Fat Elvis that died.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe I'm at the end of my career. I'm all fat.
Hey, look, I wake up every morning looking at fat. I know what fat is.
Yeah, but he was like booze fat. You know, it was just all up in his face. But I don't know. Maybe he wanted to go into hiding to kick the sauce and all the pills and stuff.
So
I don't know.
before we get into the theory, do you know there's an Elvis Sightings Society?
I heard of Elvis sightings, but not an actual society.
There's the Elvis Sighting Society.org.
How do we join?
Oh, I don't think it's hard.
Do I get a membership card?
You just go to Vegas and say, I saw Elvis.
I am Elvis.
Supposedly, according to Gail Brewer Giorgio, who wrote a book in '88 about Elvis faking his death, or he's in witness relocation because he was working for the FBI.
Doing what?
Undercover work for, it was for, what the hell, racketeers. There was a group of racketeers called, where's my notes?
Hey, how are we going to hide all this money now?
Because they said Elvis was such a patriot and he loved America so much, and he had this admiration for the FBI. He wanted to work for him, and he went undercover. And since then,
Hey, you gonna strap me up with a piece there, man?
well, supposedly he sold a plane to these guys, these racketeers, and that's how he had an in with them. And they were so enamored because it's freaking Elvis. Like if I bought Elvis's plane, I'd want to be friends too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, who would not want to be friends with Elvis?
I don't know, Kenny.
Yeah. We can name a few.
So that's what she uses to support her claim. But the FBI since has released thousands of documents about this investigation, supposedly, and Elvis's name is never mentioned.
Shocker.
They did have a file on Elvis, but it was because like he got a lot of threats and stuff over the years. I guess from the hip grinding, the gyrations. Some people didn't like that stuff.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. God. We've come so far.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I know my grandmother liked him. And she was of that age where, you know, oh, my God, you can't show somebody from the hips down, and they're suggestive and this and that. So, I don't know. She must have busted out her old record player with that big horn on it silently in her bedroom late at night and
gyrated her.
put her Elvis records on.
So what about, you hear about Marilyn Monroe? Murdered by the CIA?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard she was murdered by the Kennedys, which that I can believe.
Yeah.
I can believe that full-heartedly.
Well, the conspiracy that I dug up is she was murdered by the CIA because she knew the truth about aliens because Kennedy told her in the bedroom.
Oh, that fucking pillow talk would get you every time.
I'm telling you, they're real.
Was he like, and aliens are real? And that, my friends, is why Marilyn Monroe
Was murdered.
had to die.
Because before his post-nut clarity, he told her that aliens were real, so he had to kill her.
Supposedly there's an alleged top-secret CIA memo written 2 days before she was found dead, outlining her murder.
And where is this said document?
Brentwood, California, 1962, August 5th.
Signed by
Great day. That's a
signed by
great
Elvis.
day in the year, August 5th.
A great day in the why? Was it your birthday?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Ah. I finally got something right. It took me 37 years.
So, what about J.K. Rowling?
The Harry
Don't know
Potter
him.
chick?
Yes.
Chick? Thought he was a guy. That's a woman?
Okay, let's just talk amongst ourselves,
Holy
please.
No,
shit.
private discussions.
Private discussion.
Sidebar.
Yeah, sidebar.
Wow. All right, I'm just going to check out. See you later.
So you don't know anything about this?
Services no longer needed. I thought it was a guy.
Okay, the story behind her writing the books, you know anything about that?
No.
Or him writing the books in your case?
Him, yeah.
Because you fantasize about men.
I do.
Supposedly she wrote these books. She was a single struggling mother and she wrote the ideas down on napkins and whatnot, and then she sat down and wrote these books over a few years, sitting at coffee shops and whatever.
So she wasted all those napkins for nothing?
Yeah, I know. What a waste of trees.
Bitch.
And so apparently the conspiracy theory is that she never actually wrote any of these books. The lady who you see as J.K. Rowling is an actress hired to play J.K. Rowling. That all these books were put together by some kind of cabal of people.
Cabal.
A cabal.
It's a great word.
He was a great character in Mortal Kombat.
Duke. I don't like. I didn't know this one when I started looking this stuff up.
Why would somebody go to those
I was just
elaborate
going to say
lengths
that.
to...
Why would you... All the money
that?
that stuff made, why would you want somebody to, like... Why would you stand in somebody else's shadow?
But this is why I have a problem with conspiracy theories. The number of people who would have to be involved in most conspiracies, and all of them keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because we know people can't do that.
Like, just for example, the special ops guys who killed Bin Laden, Bin Laden. All these guys, when they go on these missions, have to sign a document saying that they won't disclose anything about these missions, blah, 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 blah. These are the ultimate fighters that America has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Top notch.
So the Bin Laden raid has been like 2 books and dozens of interviews by these guys.
That's
giving up the papers on what happened. But they signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Right.
So if those guys can't keep their mouth shut about that, how are like normal people not gonna give
Susie
up props?
Homemaker.
But are we sure that those are the actual people who were involved in that? I've supposedly met somebody who was involved in that. Humblest guy you'd ever know. He never talks about it any other time. But his name's not in the books.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, how's somebody gonna write down all these books, then have a sex change and nobody says a word about it? Yeah. Changes her name to J.K. Rowling.
Writes books.
There was no sex change.
Are you sure?
That's in your head.
I want there to be. J.K. Rowling, if you're listening, please have a sex change just for us, please. Thank you.
Here's one, and this is a conversation we just had about Nick Cage.
Michael's favorite actor.
Not my favorite actor. Not a very good actor at all. I don't even know if I'd call him an actor.
It depends on the movie.
You disgust me.
He was okay in National Treasure.
Well, supposedly there's a picture of him from 1870, and he's a vampire.
Doppelganger. Got him.
This is another one I've never heard.
You've seen it, though. You've seen it, right?
I've seen the picture, yes.
You've seen the picture.
Yes.
It's almost undeniable, but in 2020, Photoshop can make anybody
What
look...
was he doing? Was it like a portrait? He's just like...
I was like... He's just sitting there.
With his fangs hanging out?
There's no fangs. They just assume he's a vampire because he's lived that long.
Oh. Well, I mean...
Sounds like another podcast.
Sure, he's probably had a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Here's one that you'll appreciate.
Me? What?
Justin Bieber.
The Biebs!
Is a lizard person.
What?
Oh, yeah. Supposedly, he shape-shifted in public someplace in Canada at some awards thing.
Right.
Let's see. They reckon they saw Justin Bieber shape-shift into a giant lizard at the airport in Australia in
That's
2017.
not even near Canada.
Yeah, that's close.
Those
They talk funny.
Australians.
They talk funny.
That's a lot closer to the ice ball than you think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
Justin Biebs as a lizard person.
Here's another
I
immortal.
can see that.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
And I love Keanu Reeves.
I have heard that.
He's okay.
There's a lot of pictures of famous actors and their 1800s photograph.
Oh, he goes farther back than the 1800s.
But come on, I mean, you look at that. Just might be his lineage of somebody who was related to him.
I was gonna
No,
say
no, no.
that.
They specifically call him out as confirmed identities of Keanu Reeves was Charlemagne, Lombards. No. That's the king of the Franks and Lombards. Emperor of the Romans, and he lived in 742 AD.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's how he makes
crazy.
all these
I
great
knew
movies.
it. I knew it.
Just because he looks the same as he did in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Not the same in the newest movie.
No,
Have you seen the
old.
newest remake of Bill and Ted?
I have not, and I think he looked horrible.
They both
Yeah.
looked horrible.
Yeah.
And the movie was horrible.
Was it? I didn't see it.
Yes.
I want to see it so bad.
I couldn't even trip and make it good.
Damn.
The Titanic.
Yes.
Do you know when they built the Titanic? It was like a series of, I think, 3 ships that all looked alike.
No.
Well, one of the ships was the Olympic or the Olympia. One or the other. I don't know.
Somebody didn't do their research.
But the Olympia or Olympic, whatever the heck it was, had 2 crashes. They ran into things twice, and supposedly the hull.
Icebergs?
They were not icebergs.
What were they?
I believe they were other ships.
Well, that's operator error.
Yes, it says 2 serious collisions. The second was with a Royal Navy cruiser, the HMS Hawk, off the coast of the Isle of Wight.
I think that whole line of ships was just cursed.
Well, supposedly the steel beams and everything in the structure was damaged, and for an insurance write-off, what they did was they rebranded the Titanic as the Olympia, and the Olympia as the Titanic, and sent it on that voyage. And supposedly, the difference between the 2 ships is the number of portholes on the side of the ship. The Olympia had 16, and the Titanic had 14. So when you look at the picture of the Titanic before it left the dock, supposedly there's 16 portals.
That's an angle thing.
I don't know. I saw the picture, and it's not an angle thing.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say there.
I don't either.
And you know what? Maybe it would have just made it across the whole Atlantic if they hadn't hit an iceberg. Again,
Well, supposedly they did it on purpose,
They hit the iceberg on purpose.
so they could sink the ship and collect the insurance money.
You sneaky bastards. You know, I did.
I mean, that is kind of back in that day. That there's some shady stuff going on. That could
Well,
be
yeah.
plausible.
Yeah, it could be totally. I remember watching a show and he said that they treated the family members of the victims like shit. Like the only thing the company sent the coworkers of the Titanic was a bill for their overdue uniforms. Could you imagine that? Well, that's fucked up. I'd send them a nice flaming bag of shit. That's what I do.
Sketchy. Yeah.
How about the Monster can?
The Munster.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a
Ooh,
second.
Here she is. Look how big it is.
That's
Whoops.
not a Monster can.
No, you're right.
It's obviously a generic.
generic.
It
Totally.
is the
Yeah.
great value brand of an energy drink.
So do you know this one?
It's
I've heard a little bit of it. It's related to the devil.
It's supposedly
It's the claw marks of the devil.
the claw marks, or the M, is made of 3 separate characters,
Yep.
which is the letter Vav in the Hebrew
Yes.
alphabet, and Vav is 6,
right.
and supposedly it's 666.
666.
And this all comes from a viral video that was on YouTube.
Yes.
Surprise.
Yes.
Some lady who they say is unidentified posted this, and that's what caused all this brouhaha about the devil drink.
Well, the symbol is exactly the same. I mean, it's kind of a coincidence. Why would you use
The
that
only thing
symbol?
is, if you were going to write 666, 666 in the Hebrew language, it's not written like that.
I don't know.
I know.
I'll take your word
Because I did the research.
Perspective, I guess.
I did not.
And honestly, you watch the video and it goes on and it like breaks down everything. You know, the claw marks are the 666. The Unleash the Beast is talking about, you know, unleashing the devil from hell. It's a goddamn energy drink. Come on.
I know. I'm not saying I believe the crap.
Well, no, but I'm just saying that there are people out there who have nothing better to do with their lives than come up with this.
If we had an actual Monster can here, not a generic
I know, it's
can.
a shame that we didn't
Yeah.
actually find
I mean, it's just-
Monster. They
it's
don't
all
sell
wrong.
that in the state of Pennsylvania.
That's a lie.
Shh.
No, I looked. I couldn't find it at the store.
So now you've listened to some of the old school rap.
Oh, yeah.
Tupac Shakur.
I'm familiar with that.
He's still alive too.
That guy. Yes,
Tupac.
I've heard that.
Yeah, Tupac's alive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no way. No way he's still alive.
He was cited in 2009. He was seen in 2019 in South Africa. But he was smuggled to Cuba after they faked his death by his bodyguard.
Don't buy it.
No?
I don't buy it.
No.
Do you?
No. I told you I don't really believe in conspiracy theories. Like, I don't understand what people would gain by Tupac being alive other than fans being, just like Elvis fans being like, oh my God, Elvis is still alive. I can't believe he's dead.
He'd still be making music.
You think?
Absolutely. If you're a musician, that doesn't leave you, you know? And
yeah, but there's still remixes to this day. He would still be making money off of everything that's done.
oh my God, could you imagine
Every time
that?
his music is played on the radio, you're still making money off of that.
Or
You just played White Christmas 3 hours ago on my Alexa. He made $42 off that.
He doesn't sing that live when you play it off the Alexa?
No.
Huh.
That's odd.
I thought he did.
If you have to ask for the live version, John just asked for White Christmas.
That's just one thing you failed at again.
Yeah. I'm a failure.
The letdown is real.
So we'll probably get into this next one in a future broadcast. But Stanley Kubrick.
Who?
Anyway, Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing. He filmed it.
You know, I'm up in the air with this one.
Really?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be
That
that
sounded
guy.
like a pun.
We'll just wait for the next.
Although, no, I don't want to insult any NASA astronauts or engineers, but the best explanation I heard for this being real, well, I believe they went to the moon.
Okay, thank you. I was worried for a second. I
I
really
was
was.
waiting for it too. I was like,
it's more
Because I come at you like a spider monkey.
with your swollen ass. And so the guy, I guess this engineer lived in the same neighborhood as Buzz Aldrin. And he goes, so you mean to tell me that every time I walk my dog out on the street and I see old Buzz mowing his yard, he stops to talk to me for 20 minutes about all the stuff that he did on the moon and all this. You mean to tell me he's still playing that up and just made a 20-minute lie almost every time I see him? I was all excited about it. And he's like, I don't buy it at all.
Isn't Buzz Aldrin the one who punched the dude for saying he faked it and he lied?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking rocked him right in the fuck.
Well, that guy was out there stalking him, waiting for him to come out, and then jumps on him. Tell everybody you lied. Tell everybody you lied. Punched him right in the mouth. Good for him.
They have here that when they landed, they switched to another channel, and apparently they saw aliens and stuff on the moon. You ever hear that one?
I did hear that one.
Yeah.
But I thought I saw it on Doctor Who.
It might have been. So, but I think out of all of them, maybe that one has the most, I don't know if you want to call it evidence, but a lot of believers who don't think that they landed on the moon. But it is kind of discrediting our brilliant engineers and astronauts, I think. And
I think it does
kind of a
too.
slap in the face.
It's a slap in the face to everybody who had a part in it.
Yeah. But that, I mean, I don't know. Why would they only go once and then stop, though?
Well, that's for another show. Well, the fact that Stanley Kubrick...
At that point in time, though, think of how hard it was to get to the moon, the resources they had to use and stuff like that. I mean, the technology just wasn't as advanced as it is for us now.
Maybe that's how he got the funding for Full Metal Jacket.
Maybe.
Wow.
Oh,
wait, we're talking about why somebody would go to the... Shit, that went right over my head. We're talking about why somebody would spend the money to film that fake. And here I am talking about why we would only... you know what?
Well,
anyway.
I get why people believe it, because the space race was a big thing back then. Like, it was... Like, when...
Yeah, we had to beat the commies.
When the commies sent Sputnik up, and they circled the Earth, they were the first ones in space, and we were like, oh, shit. Well, we got to do something, too. We got to top that. And it's just like the arms race as everything else. It's just I'm going to one-up them.
No, we topped it all right.
Oh, yeah.
What was the name of the first chimp in space?
Jingles?
Jingle Jangle.
Mr. Jangles. he was a circus mouse.
Mr. Bo Yangles.
What about subliminal messages in commercials and movies.
As far
I totally
as-
believe that.
I believe, well, product placement
Absolutely.
in movies. You see it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what I was watching, but they're zooming in a coffee shop, and the actors are at a table and they're drinking their coffee. And instead of zooming in on the actors, they're zooming in on a Coca-Cola sign or whatever. And then they pan to the actors like I didn't know what the hell was going on. That's not really subliminal. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But they're saying like subliminal words to bolster positive associations with the brands.
Yeah. I would believe those guys will try anything. I mean, Jesus Christ, they put fucking aspartame in your drinks. It's like basically poison. Or MSG. Get you hooked on the shit.
And they specifically state hidden sexual references in alarming frequency in Disney cartoons.
Absolutely.
But
Yes.
I get that.
Absolutely.
Because most parents don't want to sit and watch or listen to, because I've never seen the full movie Hercules. I've never watched it, the whole thing. But I've heard that whole freaking movie like 1,000 times. The kids in the back seat, traveling to Florida, must have watched it over and over and over and over and over ad nauseum. And there's always something in there that wants to draw the parents into. Because now I've seen a lot of kids' cartoons. I got 2 kids, and I've watched almost every Disney thing out there, and I enjoy finding those things in it. So it kind of keeps me interested in the movie. It's like, okay, I'll take them to the movie because I know there's going to be something for me in there.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's like they make it like a nefarious thing, like it's all pedo stuff, and I don't know about all that.
Disney's
I just
not
think
that
it's a way to bring the parents into the movie because it's mindless drivel.
It's the
for
humor that
kids.
goes above the kid's head,
Right.
but it's just at the level to keep the parents
Right. Exactly.
engaged. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So you don't think Disney's evil, is what you're trying to say?
I don't think. Well, I think they're a large corporation who own a lot of things I wish they didn't own.
Those monster drinking bastards.
Yeah, probably. But I don't think they're having satanic rituals at the
No,
Disney
no.
and thinking about how they can snatch kids off the street for sex slaves. I don't think there's anything like that.
They're out to make money, man. Who isn't? It's 2020.
There's nothing wrong with making money.
Nope.
What about the Illuminati?
Oh,
Oh, that's a whole different
I was
episode.
just going to say, we can almost do a whole entire episode on the Illuminati.
Supposedly, Illuminati aliens control music and all entertainment.
Yeah.
Aliens. Like now the Illuminati's aliens.
I don't know if they're aliens, but there is an alarming amount of musicians that... Oh,
For the
Elvis.
love of God, and now there's feedback.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I don't know what the hell I did.
Stop touching shit.
You done fucked
Oh
up,
my God,
Mike.
we're such amateurs. I apologize to anybody who actually might listen.
This will probably all get edited out, by the way.
We'll have to redo this episode.
There it
Oh,
is.
yep.
You fixed it.
Fixed it.
Yep.
Are we just going to leave the man on the floor?
Well,
Oh.
let him down there. Next time you get up to pee, you can get him.
What are you talking about? I got an iron bladder. Iron.
Not so much.
So wait, where were we? The Illuminati.
Illuminati and music.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at excuse me, Beyonce, and they're always holding up that freaking what's it? The eye. They do the triangle with their hands. The eye of the Illuminati. Her, Jay-Z.
You know what a diamond upside down is?
Your vagina. I think back, and even a lot of musicians say that, you know, an interviewer ask them and say, you know, how did you become so famous or learn how to play
Aliens.
No, he's being serious. They're
And
asking
it-
questions. It's always the same
it's
answer.
legit, like recorded, like from the artist saying it straight out of their mouth. I sold my soul to the devil. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's serious.
See, I don't watch any of that. Like, I don't watch
That's
TMZ.
a big
I don't
thing,
watch
though.
any of that
You
crap.
got so famous. I
TMZ.
sold my soul to the devil. There's people who sing about it.
Nick Cage did that in a movie, too.
Sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah, he did.
Not very well, apparently.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. I didn't watch
Not
that
a
gay
terrible
porn movie.
movie.
I kind of enjoy that one. But he's still not a good actor.
He's not terrible.
Oh, yeah, he is. Anyway,
Well, back to this musician thing. I think the first one was, and for you people looking for
You people.
I'm feeling some type of way about that.
Oh God, yeah, you people,
The fuck you mean, you people?
you monster drinking bastards, who are looking for accurate facts. Do not come here to get them.
Oh, this is the wrong place.
Yeah.
I think we explained that in the first episode.
Well, we're gonna reiterate it.
Okay, we'll reiterate it.
Every
Yeah.
single time.
Every single time.
Maybe that was part of the opening.
I mean,
If you're here for
I think,
facts
like,
or good information,
I'm pretty
wrong
sure
place.
3/4 of the stuff we just said is all bullshit. And okay, so I think it was like in the 20s or something, and they claimed this guy could not play guitar for shit. He sucked. He disappeared for I think like a couple weeks or something. Came back. All of a sudden, he can play guitar, fantastic, and he came out with 15 number one hits. And they asked him, like, how the hell did you learn to play and come up with all these great hits? And he said, I sold my soul to the devil. I met him at the crossroads.
That sounded like a generic energy drink opening up.
Oh, yeah, that was
is.
weird.
Or you farted.
She queefed really hard.
How can you drink that?
Is it,
Sold my soul to the devil.
is it as good as a Monster?
It's almost as good as a Monster.
I've never drank a Monster. I've never drank any of that.
You've blown one, though.
And John makes it gay.
So, I don't know. Even, what the hell is his name? The folk singer?
Folk singer.
Help me out here. This is horrible.
Which one?
I could smell that.
Oh, I smelled it
Satan.
as soon as she opened
I
it.
can smell
Jimmy
Satan.
Dean. What
As
was
soon
his
as she
name?
queefed that open, I smelled it.
Oh, shit. John,
Randy Travis?
Randy Travis, yes.
Are you serious?
Randy Travis likes to hunt his own game.
Travis Tritt?
Travis Tritt, that was it.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about
know.
right now.
It was a T.
I've gone full retard. I'm sorry. I think my brain cells are evil. They must be destroyed.
But I know you guys have heard this next one.
You just going to cut me off like that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's done with you.
You're just... Travis Tritt.
He was in the Traveling Wilburys.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that a cartoon?
No. And it wasn't Roy Orbison. Wasn't Tom Petty. It wasn't the guy from LEO. Or
You should pick Elvis up.
ELO.
no. ELO, thank you.
Welcome.
I said LEO. Leo. Law enforcement only. See Roy Orbison in some... Wow. Roy Orbison in a SWAT suit with an M16.
My God.
And I'm not supposed to move on?
Please,
All right, moving
by
on.
all
I
means.
forgot the guy's freaking name. He's
Keep
very
going.
popular.
He must be popular.
Yeah.
You know his
You
name.
can remember, yeah.
Bob Dylan. Thank you.
What?
Bob Dylan. On record saying that he sold his soul to the devil to become famous. Yeah. Look it up.
Well, you think that could be metaphoric, that he sold himself to the record company
Maybe.
and he gave up his art? Because Bob
No.
Dylan was artsy-fartsy.
No.
No.
Nope. He meant devil. It was the devil.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm leaking.
Please don't bleed on my carpet. I paid $30 for that.
All right. Are you going to take up the rest of the time with this Bob
Next.
Dylan shit?
Next.
Can we move on, please?
Oh, thank you. Michael Jackson and LaToya Jackson, the same person.
Skip.
Okay.
Next.
Well, the next one can, like, I don't know, it could get a little touchy for us.
I love when it gets touchy.
touchy, big boy.
Jesus. He's such a fag.
Sprinkle some cheese on it. Make your hot lasagna bubble.
My God.
Katie's lost it.
Oh. You ready? Mass media programs our thoughts. And that is a very timely subject for these days.
I think because you look at like kids, they're buried in these cell phones and TikTok and YouTube. I'm just as guilty.
Well, you're a kid.
Pornhub is quite addicting. It will eat up your cookies.
Oh
but
my God.
God,
Yo,
it's for
step
free.
bro.
Yo, step bro.
No, step bro.
Oh God.
Like, if you look at what's going on right now in the media, in Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, shutting down any dissenting opinions or anything, and
Yep.
I'm not talking politics. I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying
That cancel culture.
it's pretty obvious there's a cancel culture out there, and the media,
bunch of fucking pussies.
like one media branch will steer you one way by telling a story a certain way, and another media branch will tell a story a different way to guide your thoughts another way.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Did you watch The Social Dilemma?
No.
Neither did I.
Okay.
Heard it was pretty
Should we
good,
should we skip it then?
Well, it deals. I know a little bit about it.
Okay, tell us.
Deals with what you're talking about here, and I guess was the engineers behind all these big companies that make Facebook and this and that. They're basically like, oh my God, this is terrible. They'll take, depending where you live, they'll customize like your news feed to something that'll irritate you to make you watch more, and vice versa. It's.
It wouldn't be hard for me. A lot of things irritate me.
We know.
Why don't you tell everybody how you took apart your whole mic stand last week?
No, let's skip that.
Did that irritate you?
Here's another one. JonBenet Ramsey. Remember her?
That's a
Yeah.
very big one.
Yeah, still alive.
Still alive and is a pop star.
I thought she was an
She
astronaut.
was killed.
Oh, no. She's a pop star. Katy Perry.
I have heard that. Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey.
Really?
Conspiracy
I've heard
theorists
that,
believe not only is JonBenet Ramsey alive, but she's living as pop star Katy Perry. And if you're on the fence on this one, Katy Perry has denied it.
I would too.
Liar.
No, I'm JonBenet Ramsey.
Think about the money she could make, though, if she actually said, hey, by the way, I'm JonBenet Ramsey. They'd have to do DNA tests. All this shit would come out of the woodwork. She'd be more popular than she is now.
Probably.
Yeah, I agree. I've been to the house.
That was a shame.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that like vividly.
Absolutely.
Horrible.
It's a shame.
Terrible.
And I think some of these things are, I think, are hurtful to the family.
Yeah.
Like not just her family, but like Elvis's family. People still saying he's alive, or well, Nick Cage. Who cares about what he feels?
you
Put my feelings back in my box. You know?
are cruel.
Here's one. And
You know what? If I ever find myself hanging out with Nick Cage one of these days, I'm not calling you.
Okay.
You're going to miss out.
If I came, I just tell him, dude, you're not a good actor. You don't think I'd say it to him?
I know you would.
Okay.
And he'd probably say, neither are you.
I've never claimed to be an actor.
Your podcast fucking sucks,
Yeah,
buddy.
your podcast sucks, man. You're like
I've heard your podcast, Mike. It fucking sucks.
6 people listen to it. That's it.
The less the better. 4 likes.
So here's the last one I have on my list, and this goes like if you go back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s, like Made in America was like a big thing. Like if you bought an American product, it lasted forever.
Yeah.
Well, these companies realized that things would last forever, and I think there's a bit of truth to this one.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Perpetual
right now.
product obsolescence,
Yes.
specifically in technology.
Mm-hmm. I can't tell you how many times.
My phone will not hold a
Are you
fucking
going to
charge.
talk about iPhone right now?
No.
I will. Keep going.
No, I was going to say in my field, which is the HVAC industry, I can't tell you how many goddamn things I work on, and it's, the board's bad, replace the board. It's always the board.
I don't run into that too
Goddamn
much.
boards. Well, I'm not sure, because I don't work on a lot of residential shit. I'm on all commercial, but it's like fucking garbage. And then you have a unit that is like 30-some years old that has just basic mechanical parts in it. The fucking thing runs like a champ.
Nah, technology does
Runs
get
like
in the
a
way.
top.
There's too much technology.
Well, I know when I was in school, I got into computer programming when it was brand spanking new. And I don't know who came into our class and was talking to us about computer technology, but they told us then, and it stands true now, computer technology doubles in technology almost every 6 months and cuts in half in price every 6 months.
Look.
So what you can buy now for $2,000, 6 months from now is $1,000, but it's obsolete.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I bought that Samsung iPad or whatever the hell it was. What the hell is that?
It's dogs
Is
outside.
that a zombie trying to get in the house?
Probably.
Give me my machete. I'm going to end this right now.
That's the next episode.
So,
Next week, folks.
what was I talking about?
Not sure.
What? Why am I here?
Were you talking?
I'm not sure.
What was he talking about? Oh, the Samsung iPad.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So
That
I
time
bought a
the
Samsung iPad,
iPad.
and I tried to sell it to
A Samsung iPad.
Will you just let the fucking man talk? It was about
Yes,
to get
Mike.
really interesting.
He said
Let
Samsung
him talk about his Samsung
iPad.
iPad.
They're two different things.
Like,
You
you,
know what?
just fucking blew the
You
cover
can
off of
just-
it.
It's a Samsung tablet or an iPad?
No, it's an iPad. Let him talk about
Okay.
his iPad.
Tell your story, bro.
So my Samsung iPad, I bought for my daughter,
It's the only one in existence in the world.
and it's a one-off.
Got it off Amazon.
Got it from eBay.
It must be real.
And she used it for a while, and then she finally got an iPhone, and I tried to sell it to somebody at work about a year after I built it. After I bought it, he says, "What do you want for it?" I was like, I don't know, like $100. And then I came back, and they're like, "Yeah." I looked them up online. They're worth like $15. I'm like, "Shit." Mm-hmm. I mean, they like iPhones. You buy one, and then a year later, they come out with the new, latest, greatest piece of shit iPhone.
Well, keep buying iPhones, bro.
I had a Samsung too. Didn't much care for it.
It does say MILFs like this on the side of the can.
MILFs
I was
like
just
this.
looking at the added sugars. This is doing nothing for my waistline. 41 grams of added sugars
How many servings?
per serving, but in this can, there's 81, which is 162%.
81 servings in that can?
That's how you die.
81 servings.
How in the fuck you squeeze 81
motherfucker,
servings in that
81
can?
grams
Oh,
of sugar
how many
in
servings,
the
he
entire
said?
can. I don't know. I can't read it because it's the great value version.
Oh.
Shit.
Whoopsies.
All right, so
It looks like a lot.
Yeah, but there's some vitamins
Does it
in
even
there.
taste good?
It tastes like singed hair
yummy.
and crushed hopes and dreams.
Tastes like Nicolas Cage's penis.
Why don't you have a sip of that?
I have...
No?
If it
My
tastes
heart-
like Nick Cage's penis, he wants some.
My heart would explode.
I thought the can said orgy, but it says energy.
I'm scared of those things because I know...
Heart palpitations. And
I knew a guy who
drank 15 Red Bulls and
but
died.
see,
no, he drank Red Bulls a lot, and you actually know the guy. You said you wrestled with him.
wrestled.
I wrestled?
You wrestled him.
I
I don't know if I've ever mentioned that.
And he drank so many of those things, he permanently gave himself heart palpitations.
You will. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So go ahead, keep drinking, girl.
No, but seriously, we're
No,
talking
I don't
about
think- I
we're
don't think
talking
my
about
cardiologist
we're
would like
talking
that.
about pop culture conspiracies. The back of this can, which is the great value version of Monster, literally says, "Hook up with our heavy hitter mega great value Monster. Our athletes and musicians dig it. You will too." Weigh in on that for a second.
Oh,
Someplace on there-
musicians.
Goes hand in hand with selling your soul to the devil, huh?
Musicians.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Illuminati.
Athletes and musicians.
Alien Illuminatis. They all come together.
Disguised as Bob Dylan slamming a monster.
Someplace on that can it says MILFs like drinking this.
Negative. Sir.
I don't know what a MILF is, though.
Yeah,
I've never heard that term.
me neither.
It does not say that anywhere.
I suppose that's what I'm telling you what the conspiracy says.
Well, this is how you know conspiracy theories are bullshit, because it doesn't say that at all. I'm
Maybe
reading
someplace
it.
in their advertising.
It could. It could.
I'm sure at one point a MILF drank that.
I don't buy it.
Nah.
I don't buy it either.
What was our last topic?
That's it. We're done.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Rob.
you're gay.
Okay, that's a pop culture conspiracy that is untrue.
So, well, I hope you liked the episode, people. You people.
You people again.
Uh,
Look, if you came here for good information, nah, it's
or
not.
PC
But if you
information.
came here for accurate information, and it was said on the podcast, then it can be put into gospel and taken as true.
Because you're going to listen to this on the internet, and everything on the internet's true.
Everything
Yep.
on the internet is true.
That's what Abe Lincoln said.
So, thanks
Without
for tuning
further
in,
ado, I bid you good night.
and go take on the world. Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Yeah, I'm actually amazed that we're all friends.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real